Yes, that's correct.
Do you have any information I could have on what you're announcing so I can tell the commissioners?
I could get my assistant perhaps to provide you with some information, but it's all on our website now.
And who's announcing it?
It's BP.
BP is going to set up 35 health centers.
Yes, in conjunction with the Department of Health and Human Services.
From the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Undersecretary of Health and Healthcare, Dr. Dean Winkledom.
Thank you all for being here today. I also want to thank my co-presenter from BP, Executive Vice President from Integration and Public Relations, Steve Westwell. The Department of Health and Human Services is sorry. The HHS has failed to intervene robustly after the Exxon Valdez disaster, 9/11, and Hurricane Katrina. But this time, we are not repeating the error of inaction. One of the most important features of this package is a wholesale ban on the use of toxic dispersants in the United States, the same way they are banned in the United Kingdom and throughout most of Europe. Even with the new safety rules, accidents will still occur. That is why I am very pleased to announce that the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has negotiated with BP to create 35 easily accessible, state-of-the-art health clinics along the Gulf Coast. The clinics will be paid for by a $525 million investment from BP. Now, I would like to turn the microphone over to Mr. Westwell.
Last year, 206 million gallons of oil were gushing into the Gulf of Mexico. It was unsightly. It not only damaged the sea, it stained our brand. We do feel a certain moral obligation to support health care for Gulf Coast residents, not just victims of the Deepwater Horizon incident, but also the 2,500 smaller accidents every year that occur offshore and the 10 per week at refineries. That is why it is my honor to unveil today the BP Coastal Health Centers project, a group of 35 privately funded, easily accessible, state-of-the-art continuing care health centers built to ensure that the citizens of coastal communities will not suffer in silence. Each BP Coastal Health Center will be completely free of charge for all residents, regardless of whether they sign liability release forms. Thank you very much. Now we'll take a few questions, if there are.
Excuse me, who are you?
Who are you, sir?
I'm with BP. You're using our logo. Who are you representing?
I'm with BP, sir. My name is Steve Westwell.
Steve, we have a record of your employment. Who are you?
Sir, this is a BP-sanctioned event. I'm sorry, ma'am?
I've got a question. Kidney disease is an ongoing long-term problem. Do these clinics plan to treat people with kidney problems for the duration of their illness?
I would have to defer to Dr. Winkledom.
And who are you? Who are you with?
I'm with HHS.
Sir, please, you're making this very
No,
very
this is
uncomfortable.
ridiculous. This is not a sanctioned event. We haven't sponsored this. This has nothing to do, and you're not with the government. This is a hoax.
Can we get hotel security in my hearing?
All right, we're going to have to get security. This is ridiculous.
You're being ridiculous, sir. You're making this very uncomfortable.
Well, we'll see about that.
We'll
see about that. You have a right to be here, but you don't have a right to represent someone that you're not. Excuse me?
Sir, why don't we just go out in the hallway and we can take care of this out?
This is not appropriate, and I'm going to make sure this is shut down right away.
You're holding a press conference for BP, right? Where's your office?
I'm not.
You're with BP?
Sir? Yeah.
You're
Yes.
with BP.
What? I am. This
Well,
is your
I'm asking
No,
what your
no.
office is.
Is this a hoax
I
too?
just told you.
Have you set all this up? Are you fake?
Thank you for your time. Mr. Dudley is doing a very fine job. Thank you very much.
Okay, do you have a card? No more questions. Some people are saying this is a hoax.